Hello, good morning, and welcome to our Breakfast TV, Atos Breakfast TV from the Hannover Messe. And this year's Hannover Messe is about towards secure, resilient, and digital manufacturing. And as you can see, I'm not in Hanover, I'm still in Munich, but I have colleagues, and I hope we can see them very soon. Here they are. Hello, Friso.
Right.
Hello, Udo. So how is
Good morning.
Hanover?
Right, that's perfect. Thank you for the good morning. And yes, we are live from the Hannover Fair, second year in a row after the pandemic. It's great to be here. The atmosphere, awesome. We are here at 4 partner booths, but in total, a total of 6, where you can see the great solutions of Eviden and Atos. And I think it's really awesome to see you. Great that you help us out of Munich. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Let's start the show. What are the topics we want to present today? Maybe Martina, you can help us out a little bit, and then we going ahead. And please also let us know in the chat if you can hear us, because it's quite loud in here. I think they started the concert down the hall, right?
The fair starts at 9 o'clock, right? So at 9 o'clock it will be very loud, and until then we have some time at least to talk about things. We've just seen a video, Friso, I hope you've seen it as well, and it was of course about ChatGPT, AI, but of course also about experts in manufacturing, so many topics. And I see you, Friso, if I can see it correctly, you have your Hogwarts jacket with you. So well, it's about learning also. So what do we have at Hannover Messe? What is Atos and Eviden presenting at Hannover Fair?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Atos and Eviden, the first time in real life, tangible. Udo, would you take that one?
Thank you very much, and good morning, Martina, and good morning to all of you who are listening to us. It's great to have you with us. It's a very exciting moment for us here in Hannover Fair, as Friso mentioned. The atmosphere is great, and if you're walking around the fair, you can recognize it's a lot around industrial topics, robotics, process automation, how you can optimize your production, but not only production, as well as research and development, down to supply chains or to the end customers of our clients. And the main topics, wherever you are talking about, is digitalization. And the good thing is we are in the middle of it. As Eviden and as Atos, with our solutions we have provided, and we are actually showing today, we are in the middle of all digitalization topics. If you talk about energy, if you talk about security, if you talk about OT security, or helping our clients in order to improve their development capabilities, this is actually where we are. And the story we have built here with Eviden and Atos here on the several booths, and we are connected to some partners. So this is new, and Friso mentioned it already. So we have several booths where we are participating. And the story we have created is around the story of a product life cycle. So we have a showcase showing research and developers, for example, of big car manufacturers, how they can optimize their development time by taking our capacity to, for example, challenge themselves in terms of development and wind channels for motorcycles, for example. We have a use case with us, and it's behind us, for digital twins, where our clients can actually predict necessity of maintenance, for example, down to, and we will showcase this in the next minutes, where we can connect sensor data with our backend systems, with our high SAP integration capabilities we have. And last but not least, this is all embedded into security. So security is everywhere, and we are recognizing that our customers are even more sensibilized, not only talking about security in IT, but security also in OT. And there's a huge potential for us, and we have an excellent showcase here on one of our booths here in Hannover Fair. And I'm very much looking forward to present this to our clients, as we have done it yesterday, but we will do this also in the next days, and I'm very excited on this, Friso. Back to you.
That's perfect. Thank you for this. And it's really a lot. You said that we are at the heart of each and every piece. So that's also why we are at the partner booth, right there where our topic is the best fit in that. You mentioned IT, OT security. Yes, we have a great showcase there. And love, like, if you come to Hannover Fair, you have to ask for the buzzer, because with the buzzer, you can simulate an attack. Maybe we're going to show that on. You mentioned the showcase we have here at AWS. We're going to see Stefan Zimmermann a little later where we talk about that in the meantime, but also all the other great examples of, I would say, like, excellence solutions in the different areas of Eviden and Atos. And that's absolutely great. Martina, what do you think? Quite a nice intro from the Hannover Fair, huh?
Yes, it looks great. And I see that you both, and I hope all the colleagues and also the visitors have lots of interesting information at the fair. And Friso, maybe I'm sure you know that 5 days ago, we asked via LinkedIn a question: how many products and solutions are represented at the Hannover Messe, at the Hannover Fair? And so
Right.
we had 4 options: 500, 2,500, more than 8,000, and 1,500. And yeah, Claire just opened the answer to that. So most people think that there are more than 8,000 products and solutions at the Hannover Fair. So I hope we have many of them.
Yeah, I think that's quite awesome. And if you look around it looks like even more, so many different things, so many like ambitious partners and ambitious customers coming to us asking, of course, how is this now going on internal with now the carve-out process? Everyone knows Eviden and Atos, the strong brands working together. But on the other hand, also how they help. We had great talks. You mentioned yesterday also great customer talks, partner talks, and I think this will go on. Thank you for this survey. Yes, it's really amazing, and thanks to all the participants that took part in that survey. Maybe we're going to see that. But I have to tell you, Martina, we wanted to take it a little further. So today I would say we are not alone, and I'm looking at the producer. If I'm correct right now, we're going to switch to another partner booth, and I can already see Faro and Uwe waiting for us and to show what's going on there. And I love that crane.
Good morning, everybody, here from the SAP booth. It's getting very crowded here, and we're really looking forward to a busy day here at Hannover Fair. And I'm standing behind a very, very interesting object with Uwe, our SAP expert. So Uwe, tell me about it. What is this, and why is this interesting for our customers?
Let me say a very warm welcome to you all as well. Yeah, we are here at this great SAP booth. Yeah, it's really a good feeling to be a partner of this fantastic company and this innovative company. What we do have here, as you can see here, is our beautiful crane. This is really an eye catcher. Yeah, so visitors are stopping because of the crane, but our case is not because of the beautiness of this crane. It's about a predictive maintenance case. We call it close the loop. This close the loop case is a case that runs through digital supply chain. It's about this. In our very special case, it's about such a footer. This footer shows a condition, a behavior that is unusual because it vibrates more as it should be, and this is streamed over a cloud solution into a backend SAP system. In that backend SAP system, this condition is monitored, and we exceed a threshold that is defined for what is good and what is bad related to this very special behavior of this footer. And in our case, in our demo case, it's this threshold is exceeded. That means that automatically a maintenance case is opened, and this maintenance case triggers a maintenance worker. And so he needs to exchange this footer before it's going to fail. Yeah, and this is predictive maintenance all about, because what we want is to avoid failures. And in a production, for example, it would mean a standstill of the production with huge costs, for instance. Yeah, in our case, it's just a crane. But anyway, this production case in our predictive maintenance means that this footer needs to be produced. Yeah, it is not on stack. It needs to be produced. So there is a production order that is sent to a digital manufacturing cloud. It's an MES system based on SAP. This DMC produces that footer, gives it back to the maintenance worker, and the maintenance worker runs to the crane as fast as possible, exchanges this footer, and the crane driver is happy again because everything works well, yeah, as it should be. And a failure of this crane could be avoided. Yeah, that's what this very special case is all about. And so the beauty of this crane helps to stop people.
Thank you very much, Uwe. This sounds really interesting. Basically a self-healing factory, right?
It is.
Yeah. But this is not the only topic that we have on board. Maybe you can a little bit explain what else we can expect here.
So close the loop, as you can see probably here in the back on our slide, is just 1 out of 3 cases. So what we do have with us is about SAP roadmap consulting, because still 25% of customers are still looking for their right way into an S4HANA transformation. It sounds boring, but it is still a very, very big topic in the market, especially in manufacturing. And we as Atos, we as Eviden, we do have a very special methodology how to accompany our customers into such an environment based on S4HANA, be it with consolidation of systems or harmonization of systems or without, depending on the size of a customer. That is what we explain. And in addition to that, we do have a third case, and that is about sustainability. This sustainability case is exactly the same case we present on stage this afternoon on SAP booth, and it is about the analysis of how ready is a customer in the sense of sustainability. Producing concepts is one thing, but bringing these concepts into life and realizing it with suitable data, that's another thing, and that's a challenge. And even SAP doesn't offer something like that. And we offer this together with a partner, and that is something that is really exciting. And we present this, as I said, this afternoon on the SAP stage.
Thank you, Uwe. We're really looking forward to your speaking slot. But as Friso said, we have other very interesting topics with us on board. That's why I hand over to you to the AWS booth, Friso.
Well, thank you so much again. And it's really amazing. I was just like thinking how fast that mechanical worker could run to make all the corrections of the car, or just like make it run again in a way. Uwe, maybe we can do a competition afterwards to see as soon as we started, how fast do we get a maintenance worker to that. But you're right. Thank you for this. We have something else. And Martina, there is another topic which is quite interesting. And I think you got a plan about like additive manufacturing and how it could help us.
This sounds really, really interesting. And I know we have a specialist for that, haven't we? Stefan Zimmermann, right? So I hope
yes,
he's
and
there.
Stefan Zimmermann
Stefan.
is exactly. I just needed a little help because Stefan was right at the end of the other pool talking to a customer and would like and I was like trying to get him here. Hi, Stefan, great to have you here.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
That's perfect. So additive manufacturing, that's a topic, well, the wording itself is not new. But over the years, just like came. At the beginning was very simple, but now additive manufacturing is creating way more value than just like making a simple part, just like simple and produced one by one. So what else is additive manufacturing helping for in regards of topics we have like sustainability? Maybe you can enlighten us a little bit there on the topic itself, and please hold the microphone quite near because it's loud.
It's very loud here inside. Yeah, everybody's talking on this booth here.
Right.
So yes, additive manufacturing nowadays is still very much in the field of prototyping.
Right.
Yeah, in the R&D work. We at Eviden try to industrialize that by creating, our platform and also our predictive monitoring system for quality management.
Right.
To give our customers some support, to really industrialize it for spare parts manufacturing, new parts manufacturing. It has big advantages with regard to sustainability, because it's not subtracting material as the conventional manufacturing methodologies do. It is putting material on, meaning less material consumption, less waste.
Right.
Yeah, and therefore, waste is always a problem. Yeah. And on the other side, it's printing on demand. So customers can also print, for example, spare parts on their premises. So also transportation cost will not be there, and transportation and CO2 footprint will be reduced.
Right.
So it's implicitly also making a contribution to a positive, carbon dioxide balance sheet of the company.
Right.
Yeah.
So the carbon footprint is directly involved in there. You mentioned, of course, some things I need less like spare materials or materials to produce something, which reduces, of course, my waste, but also my cost, but also my whatever supply chain in a way. So that also. during the production cycle itself. It's like optimizing the usage of material, reducing energy consumption, because I'm just like switching it on when I need it and print it and switching it off and don't have like big runs in that. And on the other hand, like also when it's going out, just like single pieces, not in massive in stock. But how does that play together? Yeah. You mentioned platforms, so that companies are sharing that information.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we address OEMs on one side, and
Right.
also more and more consortia that try to set up a network where, for example, small and medium-sized businesses can benefit from. That is sharing a platform, doing their business, additive manufacturing business over the platform, not having to invest, for example, into own capacities, but maybe can use the capacity of printing service providers or others, just pay for it, and not invest into printers. And therefore do the complete business from order processing, uploading of 3D models, which are necessary to print into such a platform, which is commonly owned, and it's only a pay-per-use model.
Well, that's great business models that evolved there. I just like it reminds me a little bit, of the do-it-yourself factories. If you don't have 3D printer, you can go there and print. And something now taking place on a bigger scale in that, and we are helping
on an
with
industrial
this.
scale,
Right.
Not on the private scale, like you have a table printer, and to print something,
That's
fancy.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, that's great. Thank you for this. We already have to give back. We mentioned now the fair gets crowded, and yes, we have to be open. We occupied another booth just for a minute, and yes, we need to give that back. Martina, any questions? Or Faro, Uwe, you want to add something? Thank you, Stefan, for that. And you're here the whole day till when?
Yes. Until Friday.
Until Friday. So if you have questions on that, just join in back. And now back to Martina or Faro.
Thank you, Friso, for that. I have to admit that I'm a little bit jealous because I'm very alone here, and you have so many people and stuff to present, and lots of things to say. Faro, coming back to you, anything new on your side?
Yeah, we're really looking forward. It's getting crowded. We have exciting topics here, and we had already great customer talks and talks with our customers, and it's getting busy. I'm not sure if you can hear us already, but we're really, really looking forward.
Perfect. So the trade show starts at 9 o'clock, right? The official opening.
The official opening is starting at 9 o'clock, but I can just like show you around. We are live, so all the boosters, and I'm just moving the cameras. And now everyone gets like their shirts correct and the jackets. So it's really starting to get full. I just like take you through a little thing around. This was not planned. Thank you for producing, for understanding this. It's really getting crowded, and we know that about like at 11 o'clock, it's really getting full here. So right before the lunch, just like all the booths are full. But still, we have capacity. So if you want to book an appointment with you or with you, Uwe, I think that's possible. Uwe, are you in with that?
Sure. Yesterday we had already some appointments with customers, but they were pre-arranged. But some of new appointments are still possible. Yeah, for sure. But what we are looking forward for today is the presentation of which I announced already, of our sustainability demo case. That just in case somebody has a chance to visit that, it will be at 1 o'clock on the SAP booth on stage. And so we deep dive a little bit more into that case, looking into the system. How is it with all the data all about, and how do we check this? So that's going to be interesting. And I would personally expect some additional appointments after that presentation, because people will be interested.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. Martina, I think like something will happen that never happened before. We're going to stop earlier than taking overtime, because we need to give back the booth. So just like it was great that you've been here. We're going to take all your questions right afterwards. Thank you for being with us. If you want to visit us, just like look on the website where you're going to find out at what booth you can find the different solutions and our experts. And there are way more than you have now seen live during this. Also, if you're interested, join our live from the Hannover Fair tomorrow morning. All that information can be found on LinkedIn. In the meantime, I wish you a great day. Thank you for being us. Martina, we have to give back, and we have to cut the cables here.
Thank you very much, Friso, Stefan, Faro, and Uwe. So have a great day in Hanover. I know it starts at 9 o'clock, so we have to stop so that you get prepared for all the people who will come to our booth. So yeah, what can I say? Visit us at the SAP booth, at the AWS booth. Our experts are waiting for you. And yeah, we can't wait to have lots of discussions to all the customers. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great day, everyone.